Saddle hunting has taken the hunting industry by storm within the past half decade. And I know a lot of you guys are wanting to get into saddle hunting. It can be very overwhelming. Well, saddle hunting focuses on three things. It focuses on being lightweight, efficiency, and adaptability. And if you are interested in those things, I'm going to show you how to get into the game. So when you're first starting out, you need to determine what kind of saddle you are wanting to get. There are three options when it comes to hunting saddles. You have a single panel, a double panel, and a pleated saddle. Single panel saddles are a minimalist kind of saddle that only encompasses with one panel. The pros of a single panel is that it's a minimalist, it's lightweight, and there's not much modularity to it to introduce fiddle factor. A double panel saddle is a saddle with two independent panels. A double panel is the king of comfort. It has a ton of modularity to it, and you can adjust those two panels on your body to make it more comfortable for you when you're up in a tree. The downside of a double panel is that it has a lot more fidget factor to it because you have a lot more customization you have to adjust once you're set up in the tree. A pleated saddle is like a hybrid between a single panel and a double panel. It's just one singular panel, but it expands. And with that expansion, it offers you more surface area to sink into the saddle. But again, it has a little bit more modularity, bulkiness to the panel itself, so it introduces fiddle factor to the equation. So again, when deciding to choose between what saddle you are wanting, single panel is best for minimalists and lightweight. Double panels are great for people that are wanting ultimate comfort, and a pleated saddle is for somebody that wants a mix between the two. The benefit of using a single panel and our Praxis saddle is that you're actually able to put it in a thing called traverse mode. What that does, it flips the panel inwards in half to where you're able to walk into the woods without your leg straps dangling or feeling like you're restricted with mobility. I know a lot of people that pack their hunting saddles in their backpack when going out on public land, but with this saddle, you're able to put it on and just walk into the woods, and it feels like a big belt. You're not really even feeling it at all. Once you determine what kind of saddle you are wanting to get, then you can move into the kit section. A hunting kit encompasses everything that you're ever going to need when starting out. That includes your saddle, your climbing sticks, your platform, your tree tether, and your lineman rope. You can mix and match on whatever kit you're wanting with just the base kit, where it includes a hunting saddle, pouches, tree tether, lineman rope, and then you can get a platform and climbing sticks from any other different company. Now obviously I run Bullpath. I would recommend buying our kit if you are wanting 100% American made, and then you can mix and match and get your own platform and your own climbing sticks to whatever specifications you're wanting to get. Okay, so we talked about saddles and kits. Now let's talk about pouches. When first starting out in saddle hunting, you're gonna need two pouches. A pouch to carry a tree tether and a pouch to carry your lineman rope. It is super important to be able to carry your rope and other accessories that you are wanting to hunt with, so you're able to carry it on you when you're going up or down the tree. There's two types of pouches. It's very basic. You have a dump pouch, and then you have a zipper style pouch. Dump pouches are silent. Zipper pouches are kind of loud if you're not careful. Dump pouch is very basic. You just put your rope inside of a dump pouch and you can pull it out with ease. A zipper pouch has a little bit more flexibility with it, as it can include different sort of pockets, and it protects your gear a little bit better than a dump pouch. In order to safely get up and down the tree, you're going to need a lineman rope. A lineman rope is what helps you be stable while you are putting your sticks up on a tree or even setting up your platform so you can go hands-free. It is super critical to have this lineman rope because you are not able to do saddle hunting without it. It protects you from falling out of the tree, and if you were to slip, it catches you. Once you get up to your hunting height, you're gonna need a thing called a tree tether. A tree tether is what sets you up at hunting height while you're standing on your platform. In order to get set in with the tree tether, you wrap it around the tree and then you hook it with the carabiner to your bridge on your saddle. So those are the two ropes that you're going to need in order to do saddle hunting. There's a plethora of options out there, and in my opinion, it does not really matter what kind of rope you get. And in my opinion, again, they're all the same, but you can buy ours right on our website. Okay, so now that we talked about everything that you're gonna have on your person, such as your saddle, pouches, your lineman rope, and your tree tether, now we need to talk about how we're gonna get up and down the tree. That's where climbing sticks come into play. You're gonna need a set of climbing sticks. They come in a 3 or a 4 pack, or you can buy them singular, but when you're starting out, you're gonna want a 4 pack. I do not recommend a 3 pack just because some people like to go a little bit extra higher, and you don't wanna sit there and have to wait for an additional stick to come into the mail. Now with climbing sticks, you want a quality climbing stick, because that is what you're going to be standing on while you're going up and down the tree. And you're going to want something that bites very well. And from my experience, you're going to want a 4 pack of XOP X3 sticks. They're known for biting into the tree very well, and you can DIY them to where you can put a cam cleat and an AM steel rope on it to make it easier and more efficient when attaching it to the tree. If you want something even more premium or USA made, I would look into Lone Wolf. Now, once you get up to the top of the tree at your hunting height on your last stick, you're going to need something to stand on while you're saddle hunting, and that is what a platform is for. Now, there's 2 kinds of platforms. You have a compact platform, and then you have like an XL version of a platform. The compact ones are lighter weight, but they sacrifice maneuverability with your feet. The XL platforms, the bigger platforms, they give you more comfortability with adjustment with your feet and being able to maneuver while you're up in the platform, but it sacrifices weight. I have the tethered Predator and then the Predator XL. They're both super comfortable. The regular Predator doesn't have that much room to maneuver in. The XL does have enough room for you to adjust your feet in. It's kind of cumbersome and bulky. If you're wanting to save weight and be lighter, I'd get a regular version. If you're wanting to have more comfort, you're going to want an XL or a bigger platform. Last thing we need to talk about are accessories. There are 2 accessories that are super vital for you to saddle hunt, and then there's a bonus accessory I would recommend to make it much more easier for you to climb the tree. For starters, when you're up saddle hunting, you need to be able to hang your bow in your backpack. That's where a gear strap comes into play. A gear strap is what wraps around the tree so you're able to attach little carabiners, and from those carabiners you can put your backpack or bow on. And that is a must-have. Next, you're gonna need a set of knee pads. Knee pads are also super vital because when you're saddle hunting, there's only 2 things you're able to do. You can either lean or you can sit. Majority of people, to rest their legs, like to sit. And when you're sitting, your knees are up against the tree. So you need a barrier between your knees and the tree. And that's where knee pads come into play. People use those knee cushions that wrap around the tree that actually isn't on your knees. I wouldn't recommend them because that's just an additional thing that you need to set up while you're up in the tree. For knee pads, you wear them, you don't even know they're on you, they protect your knees, you can wear them into the woods, and that's just one less thing that you have to worry about. Last but not least, if you want, you can get yourself a Ropeman 1 Ascender. Now when you climb with a lineman rope, 99% of the time when you do get a lineman rope, it's going to come with a Prusik. A Prusik is very safe. It kind of lacks in the efficiency department. What a Ropeman 1 Ascender is, replaces the Prusik. It gives you the ability to be able to adjust the length of your lineman rope quickly and efficiently. And then once you have everything that I've listed off in this entire video, you will be able to saddle hunt. Now the barrier to entry is kind of expensive. I mean, it's really expensive. But at the end of the day, once you have everything that you need, it's going to last you years to come. If you are looking for 100% American made and sourced, there is not an ounce of China or overseas material in our products, I would buy from us Bull Pass. Everything that I listed off in this video will be in the description down below with all the links. And I hope this video helped you. If there's any questions you guys have, leave them in the comments. And if you need to ask even further questions, give me a phone call or even email me. It's right on the website. So I hope you guys enjoy. Get out there and try saddle hunting, man.